This is your 10-second warning, so wrap up your final reflections, and then we're going to hear from some of you. Aquivia, yeah. All right, so we're going to bring it back to the whole group now. So if you can wrap up your conversations, we want to hear from some people in the room. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this popcorn style. And our goal is to hear from as many people as possible. So I'm going to ask everyone to keep your reflections to less than a minute, okay? And adults, I'm talking to you, okay? You have so many things, and it's been such a long, wonderful, amazing convening, but we want to keep your reflections short so that we can hear from as many people as possible. So we have a couple young folks that want to share what resonated most with them. So Miss Aquivia.
Hello, my name is Aquivia Barton. I'm from Greenville, Mississippi. It is that there are opportunities that help me that could continue to build on work that you built started by trying to find a different solution as far as creating a better community and building a relationship between different workforces and youth needs by holding the stakeholders accountable and making them pay attention to youth voices. Thank you.
Eduardo, do you want to share?
Hi, I'm Eduardo from Seattle in South King County. What has resonated with me the most is seeing the thrive and passion that all the youth have and all the change they want to make. So now I challenge all the regions to not only have your youth for their stories, but actually bring them part of the decision making, because being with all of them, so many ideas and all the love that's there is just amazing.
Thank you. Do we have some other folks that want to share what resonated with them? All right, let's go in the back first.
So I don't get a little anxious. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Audrey Parker from New York City with Jobs First NYC. We're the backbone for the New York City Collaborative. I'm speaking from my table. I'm a little anxious, I'm not sure why. Maybe because I'm sitting next to Junius Williams here, who's I have a slight hero crush on. So I have most of us here. Two of us are new to the OYIF community, and we're pretty clear about our local work. But coming here brought home for us just how important this is and how invaluable the experience is of meeting the other 20 communities and hearing about their work from them. And we also are walking away with some level of anxiety on the too important to fail that we got over the last few days, and Steve reiterated that just now. There's some tension between national movement and local movement, which Jamil alluded to yesterday about staying focused on the local work, because you can get caught up in the importance of the movement at the national level and not focus enough on what's happening on the ground. And finally, some of us were very encouraged by the career pathway ideas and the way systems are interconnected. And so that's not a one-off thing, but that we're having those conversations. And finally, that we're walking away that we need more structural change to make this movement happen. And even the idea that there needs to be a revolution where 1 million kids are out every day for 3 months marching on the streets saying, these are the things that we want to happen. And the idea is that you need some bottom-up movement, and that you need more young people involved in this movement, more visible speakers for this movement than just us who are always at the mic speaking about this. So that's my table.
Thank you. Let's go over here. And then we're going to do one more after this. Right here? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Regine Heed, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Something that really stood out to me about this whole event was the fact that young people from a number of different places were able to come together in a room and all express like all of our ideas and ways that we felt about our community. And it's actually funny because prior to coming here, I think like, my community, how can I talk about things that's going on in my community when we're from different places, so we have different problems? But that completely changed because when it all came down to it and we were in the room talking about our stories, and then we had to use one word to describe our stories, they were very similar. And I found that very interesting and triggering, actually, so I can take that back to my community and try to start events similar to something like this to get our youth more engaged and just kind of encourage more to become involved in their community, because even though we had a little group in the room, it triggered many of our minds, and I'm pretty sure everyone that was in that room, we're going to go back to our communities and like kind of incorporate that in our schools and even like outside of our schools within our families and make a big change. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So we have one in the front here. You're going to go?
Hi, I'm Carol Chaudhra from Los Angeles and the Alliance for Children's Rights, which is the backbone for the Opportunity Youth Collaborative in LA. And one of the real takeaways for me and a lot of people I've spoken with has been coming away with the feeling of we're not in this alone. We are all collectively doing this work together and taking stories and lessons from Baltimore and Detroit and Arizona. And then we had a California convening yesterday, which was really exciting and really helped give me the feeling that, wow, as a state, we really can have a lot of impact for our opportunity youth when it's both sort of playing defense on some issues or policies that we may not like, or proactively reaching out, trying to make changes in different areas that I've heard people from around the country struggling with, issues around housing or various issues where we feel like we can affect change because we are really doing it together. So thank you for holding this. It's been really great.
Thank you. What's our time? Do we have 3 minutes? Do you want to do one more? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump in. We have a second question, and we're going to have a lot more folks share. So our second question, we want you to return to your table and answer this one. As a result of your time in Aspen, please identify 1 to 2 key action steps you will take when you get home to drive your efforts to improve outcomes for Opportunity Youth. So 1 to 2 key action steps. And you have 5 minutes to discuss at your table.